Hi, my name is Carla from Gluten-free-recipebox.com. Thanks for joining me today. Today we'll be making gluten-free bread either using sorghum flour or oat flour. Come on, follow me. The ingredients you'll need are 1 1/4 cup gluten-free oat flour. Make sure the label reads gluten-free. You may also substitute this with sorghum flour. 1 cup potato starch. 1/2 cup tapioca starch, also known as tapioca flour. 1/4 cup flaxseed meal. 1 1/2 teaspoon xanthan gum. 1 1/2 teaspoon guar gum. 3/4 teaspoon salt or sea salt. 1 cup warm water heated between 110 and 115 degrees. 2 tablespoons of agave nectar or sugar. 2 1/4 teaspoon yeast. It can be instant or active. 4 egg whites at room temperature. 1/4 cup olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, or whatever your favorite cooking oil is. And 2 teaspoons of vinegar. I'm using apple cider, which is preferred, but you may get away with using white. And don't forget the oil, either spray or regular oil for the pan. Preheat your oven to 170 degrees, or 200 if that's the lowest yours goes. Then the next thing you're going to do is add the agave syrup or sugar to your warm water. Stir to dissolve, and stir longer if you're going to be using sugar. Add your yeast. Stir. We're going to let this sit for about 5 minutes, and then you're going to get about 3/4 to an inch of foam on the top, and that's what you're looking for. If your yeast is bad, you won't get that, then you'll have to start over with good yeast. Next, you add all the dry ingredients to a large bowl. You want to use a large bowl so that when you're stirring, the flour doesn't fly all over the place. And you just mix that well. You'll see that we have our foam on top of our yeast mixture, and that's ready to go. Next, we'll add the egg whites to the mixer. We're going to mix this until it's bubbly. The more holes you see, the more holes will be in your bread. We'll do that on high. So this is what we want to see. And to that, you're going to add your oil. I like to add the oil first and then the vinegar right on top of it, which helps prevent a little bit from popping all those little bubbles. You're going to add in your entire yeast mixture and mix that for about 15 seconds or less. And I mix that on low. With the mixer stopped, you're going to add in all of your flour ingredients. Where a lot of recipes call for adding it a little bit at a time, this one works out perfectly if you add it all at once. You don't want to overmix anything. And you're going to beat that until it gets moist on low. Then we're going to beat it on high for approximately 1 minute. Now to our prepared pan, we're going to add the dough. And you're just going to pat some water right on top. The water not only helps smooth the bread out, but helps it brown as well. And if you want it really clean, you can do this to the edges, but not necessary. It's going to reach those edges anyway. And that's it. Now we're going to put it in the oven and let it rise for about 40 minutes. You can see that our bread has risen nicely. It rose for about 40 minutes. Now we're ready to preheat the oven to 375 and bake it for about 37 minutes or until it reaches 205 degrees. Our bread is now baked. We'll let it cool on a cooling rack. You want to make sure that you remove it from the pan immediately and place it on a cooling rack so that steam from underneath doesn't make the bread soggy. Soft, pliable, great bread. Could smell the yeast now. Well, if you have any questions about this recipe or anything else, let me know. Just reach me through my contact form at glutenfreerecipebox.com.